the stream. Hope we're all doing well and having a wonderful, beautiful day today. I'm going to be decorating my island. I have a few areas in particular that I would like to work on. I don't know what my hair is doing. Let me fix that. Aside from that little hair situation though, welcome in. Hope we're all doing good. Hope you're having a great day. I was behind on my own stream again, like it was not on the live part. I was like, wait, why does it look like that? But welcome in, friends. I hope you're all doing good. Hello, Sam. Hello, Tina. Hello, Megs. Hello, Zuli. Welcome in. There's a few spots in particular that I want to work on. So you see right here in front of resident services, aside from these flowers, like ignore those flowers, those are gonna get dug up. but the area of grass to the left of the pathing, and then this patch of grass right here. I want to decorate both sides of that and in general around resident services. I don't quite know what we're going to go for, but I would like to get some sort of decorating done for resident services. That, and then a little bit of decorating back here maybe, because I basically completely ignored this back area. It's covered in windflowers. This isn't necessarily bad, we just don't need a lot of those colors for the island. So back here, maybe some pathing back here, and decorating my resident services. Those are my priorities at the moment. And then if I end up coming up with like sporadic ideas of some sort for other parts of the island that we find time for, and I have the supplies for it, we will. And speaking of that, depending on how it goes, I may end up needing to visit a treasure island to get extra supplies to decorate with. And in that case, as I always do, I will make sure to cover the code. Because, you know, exposing the code against somebody else's wishes is not very nice. Let's not do that. Hello Shipman, hello Zodiac, welcome in for our stream today. It was this whole entire stream, this exact time, this exact topic was going to be done on Tuesday, but then that got moved because I was very sleepy that day. We were at the back corner of my island. Oh wait, you mean like the back area that wasn't decorated? Yeah, I've been ignoring the back area and it needs to get done. So I feel like it's best to just bring the storage shed over here. That and then the crafting table is inside, so if we need crafting, I'll just go right in there. I feel like it's kind of pointless to bring the entire crafting area of my own over here. So first and foremost, since I want to decorate by resident services on both sides of that pathing, I should probably go through and dig up all of these flowers. Yes, set up, I did see that. I was so excited. I do this thing whenever I set up my streams where a little bit beforehand, if I remember and I have time, I'll pre-type a tweet so I can just paste the link in it whenever I'm actually on the starting soon screen. And whenever I opened up Twitter earlier to do that, I saw that they announced the release date, and I'm so thrilled about it. I can't fathom how excited I am. I mean, there's so many games that I want at the moment, whether they're out or not, but that one in particular, I just have seemed particularly like extra excited about. So I don't know, I'm really happy. It said I was going to be leaving my island. I really want to bubble sleep, but I got tired of bubble chasing. But are you okay with static leaving, at least? Also, hey, I'm thinking, you know those moss ponds? I think they're called, it's like a pond of some sort, like the glowing moss type ponds. I'm thinking it'd be really cool looking whenever it's dark outside if I have a bunch of them over here, and then maybe have pathing that goes around it. Like, for example, you see how this tree is right next to the pathing? If I were to connect this pathing to go around it where the tree's in the center, it's like that concept, but instead of the trees, you'd be talking about those glowing moss ponds. I feel like that could potentially be really pretty. So for the time being, I think that's what I'll go for. I also don't want to waste these black flowers, so I'll probably put those to the side for a little bit, and then once I put down all the furniture and the pathing, I'll try and plant some around it. Hello, Redbird, welcome in. By the way, do you remember when when you subscribed and resubscribed to like fix the little recent subscriber thing? It ended up working. It took a little bit for some reason for Streamlabs to pick up on it, but it picked up on it, so we're good now. Thank you again for your sacrifice. It's much appreciated. It's all good now, it's fixed though, and I appreciate you doing that. I think that's about it. I don't know why I feel so inspired specifically to decorate in front of resident services, but I just do. I don't know, maybe it's because it's so messy and covered in flowers. That's probably it. How's everybody staying? I comes out 12 days for my trip, so I'll for sure be playing on the flight. Didn't you say, like before we knew the release date, wasn't there a different game that you said you were going to spend your money on that one in particular? Which game was that? Because I don't remember. I know you were talking about it, but I don't remember which game you said it was. And second question, would you rather, since you said you were trying to save money, spend money on that other game or on Fae Farm? Like if you had to choose between the two. I think I've gone over just about everything. Yep, that's about it. Oh, we've already got the new story season. Okay. Personally, I would still spend the money on Fae Farm. It looks so good. I'm really excited. I'm not even kidding. Back whenever it was first announced in a direct, within like an hour after that got posted, I was already working on a video, but I don't know, there was just something about that game. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's my game. Gotta make a video about it. Gotta play it as soon as it comes out. Like, I just was all over that. I really don't know what it was about it in particular. I just have been really excited about Fae Farm for months, and I'm so thrilled to know that we finally have a date. Oh, you pre-ordered? Okay, gotcha. I want this Spyro game because it's nostalgic, but I don't want to pay $40 for it. I've heard of Spyro, but I don't know what it's about. Without necessarily spoiling a bunch of stuff about it, could you, like, what's the word? Oh, summarize, that's the word. Could you summarize it for me without spoiling anything? And if it's kind of hard to explain without spoiling it, that's okay too. So I'm just gonna throw away all of the white flowers. I do not need those currently. It's such a nice settler safe mode over here if I have to throw away or sell anything. I've got resident service if I need to craft anything or get bells. I've got my storage shed for supplies. We are good to go today. Also, hey, another quick question. If you were here during my starting soon screen, was the volume good for that, for the music? There we go. I'm looking for an amiibo for a villager I can replace Rocket with. Do you have a specific set of dreamies in general, or are you just looking for anybody that you like that you feel like is better than Rocket? Also, even though I'm keeping these, I'm just gonna move them out of the way for the time being. I'm not sure what we're gonna put over here on the right, so I guess for now I can move the flowers that I want to keep to that side. I'm so happy it's a big gap in between the two games so I can get both. Oh, that's true. It's also just nice, like, for me personally, because although there's, like, I'm trying to save money, but simultaneously there's certain things I do need to get paid for. So it's nice that I have a little bit where I can, like, set aside the extra money for it. You want me more black lilies? I'm not sure how many I'll need, but I will let you know. Thank you for offering them, by the way. Oh, and Megs, I remember the other day I was offering to use an amiibo to kick somebody out for you, but I don't remember which villager you said it was that you wanted. And I still don't know if I had their amiibo because I don't remember which villager you said. Anybody who's better than Rocket? Valid. It's a valid response. I think I'm gonna go with Marshall. He's a good villager. This was like long before the new villagers and New Horizons got announced in the 2.0 update. Like this was in the New Leaf days. But I swear, there was a point where Marshall was just about as popular. Do you guys remember like the big Raymond craze? A lot of people still like Raymond, but do you remember when he was like extra popular? There was a point when Marshall was at that level of popularity. I think that was just in the New Leaf days. Oh, and I did the wedding. Technically, I did the wedding event, but I just rushed through. I went there to take pictures to use for a thumbnail, and then they're like, hey, we have to do the wedding event. And I was like running out of time, so I literally just set down a bunch of random wedding benches, and I was like, okay, good enough. And I kid you not, Reese just looks at me and like lets me get away with it. Just goes like, I think you could have been like a little more creative. It feels a little plain. And I'm like, I got stuff to do. I don't have the time for this, ma'am. And when I said, I was talking about the ponds, by the way. This is what I was referring to, the glowing moss ponds. And I'll probably need to move those trees, at least temporarily. So let me just go ahead and get some of the coconuts so I can move them. I also can't wait for the Wholesome Drift on Saturday. Same! A lot of streamer friends in the community are co-hosting it. I'm not currently, but I'm still going to react to it because I'm just really excited about it. Brandon, but anybody here that has Switch, doesn't matter what kind of Switch you have, do you ever just get really into whatever game you're playing and then you're holding your Joy-Cons for so long, or like the sides of the controller, and then randomly your hands just get like really sweaty? I'm sorry if it's gross, I'm just curious. Because I'm sitting here, it's not even that hot in here. I'm just holding my Joy-Cons and my hands are somehow already really sweaty. Like, how does that happen? Like, it could be cold in here and that would still happen to me. I gotta find my Switch, I don't know where it went. I feel like I almost always suggest this, but try looking somewhere that you least expect to find it. I feel like these should all be, you can see this little like rock right here on the edge that's taller than the others. I feel like all of them need to be angled different ways, or maybe that's pointing in a different direction. Just because I feel like if they're all facing the same way, it might look a little funny. Like I want it to look more natural and not look like it was all just placed there. I'm gonna work while I make chicken and mashed potatoes. I love both of those things. I hope you enjoy your Lurk. I'm kind of jealous. When you make mashed potatoes, do you like to keep a little bit of the peel in it, or do you not like the peel? I don't mind it either way. But I feel like I almost kind of prefer mashed potatoes with the peel, which I feel like you'd be kind of surprised by because I'm really picky about texture with foods. I just like it in there because it has more of the nutrients, and I feel like it just adds a little bit of extra flavor. You like it with no peel? Valid. I feel like most people don't like the peel. I'm thinking actually, we need to use 2 of each color. Okay. Let me just get this one. have this darker one here, and then right here, and the lighter one can go in the top left corner and the bottom right corner, if that even made sense at all. I'm gonna make a pizza for dinner because it's easy. Valid. What did you guys have for lunch today? I had a veggie burger with Doritos. That made a really atrocious noise scooting that across the grass. I'm so sorry. I know I grabbed more than one of the darker kind. Where is it? Okay, there it is. I was gonna say, pretty sure I grabbed some. There we go, okay. So then I'm gonna have to try and get the pathing to go around it. I feel like this is gonna be kind of tedious, but if it works out the way I'm envisioning in my head, I feel like it's gonna look really cool. You had mac and cheese. And there was somebody I knew that put tuna, peas, and then apple slices in their mac and cheese, and I just find that to be rather questionable. I mean, maybe it's good, but that sounds disgusting. Already cooked the potatoes, now waiting for it to cool down. Before I peel and mash, so cook the chicken while I wait for the potatoes to cool down. Are you like gonna grill the chicken, or like what method are you using to cook the chicken? I feel like one of my favorite ways to have it is if it's either fried or grilling it and having it like marinated in barbecue sauce. Okay, hopefully this works out the way I'm picturing. I really hope it does, because I just feel like I've got such a good idea in my head for it, and I want it to work. I really want this to work. It's just gonna look kind of wonky for a little bit. That's okay. I feel like that sometimes. I fry it with butter. I love grilled chicken barbecues. Like actually, I probably like that even more than frying chicken. Now I think I probably should use the curved piece instead of the side piece. By the way, how's the volume for the game? I had it cranked really high on my headphones, not realizing how loud that was at first. So just making sure, is the game too loud for you guys? Let me know if it is so I can fix that, please. Okay, yeah. This is already going to be a bit of an issue, so we're gonna have to scoot this one to the side. Why does Marshall want a dead tree? The world may never know. No, but really, sometimes loaders have really peculiar requests. I think I need this one, yeah. Pathing always looks so funny whenever you're not done with it. It's just like all like correct with a bunch of missing pieces. Hey, I need a decayed rotting tree and then I'll move in. Like literally, what? Why do they want that? It doesn't make any sense. Isn't that just funny looking? Like you can see what I'm trying to do, but since it's not done yet, there's a bunch of random holes everywhere. And then, okay, left side piece. I've technically done this build before. I think this was for my last fall island that I did. Somebody suggested that since this island itself is poison core themed, that maybe I should just do another poison apple orchard, which number one, that's a good idea. Number two, it doesn't require a whole lot of effort. So, depending on how long this takes us, I might do that next. The only thing is I feel like I couldn't put it over here because there's houses, so I don't know where we would put that orchard. I mean, I was saying earlier that I wanted to decorate on the back part of the island since it's kind of empty, so maybe we could fit it back there somehow. I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure something out. Hello, Archangel, welcome in. Okay, this one's gonna have to get scooted up. And that means I'm probably gonna have to move these trees too. There we go. I'm just gonna go past these two on the right by a little bit, and then I'll try and curve around. That's the wrong spot. looking at this, and I kind of like to know what you guys think, like if this was your island. So the other day, whenever I was originally going to be doing this stream, I was gathering a bunch of extra supplies to decorate with, and then I stumbled across the area of the treasure island that had a bunch of KK Slider music. And now that has me thinking, well, I want to have music in my character's house, but I can't tell if it should be music that sounds slightly spooky, or if it should just be like casual music of some sort that like we could pretend that my character really likes or something. Like, it's poison themed, but I'm not sure if that necessarily means automatically that everything should sound and seem spooky. I mean, there might be some slight spookiness, but like, I don't want the whole thing to be like scary, you know? I've been debating with myself, do I want it to be just casual KK Slider music that we can pretend my character likes, or do I want it to be slightly spooky music? I can't tell what I feel like would be better. I mean, I feel like either option could make perfect sense. I'm just not sure what would look best, or sound best, I guess. I love people get angry at the builders if they don't do any work, but I just saw one of mine water the flowers before I did. It's so funny when they're like trying to help by watering the flowers, and that help just ends up being them like watering a random patch of grass with no flowers on it, or sweeping resident services whenever it's in the dirt stage. Like, I appreciate their effort, but also it's not doing anything. Hello, Kira, welcome in. I'm hoping I'll find Bones tomorrow on my hunt. What would you do if you found him on the first ticket? How would you feel? They're claiming that us be patient with them. Right, like they're doing us a favor. We gotta acknowledge their work too. Because of course they're not gonna want to help out if we're not acknowledging them. You heard it looks so cute with the mask? Thank you! Megs gave the mask to me because I couldn't find it. So thank you for the mask, Megs. Yeah, we're decorating the island. Right now I'm doing this area in particular. It looks kind of wonky right now because I just started on it, so it's in a rough draft type stage. But what I'm wanting to do is put all these glowing moss ponds, about 4 of them, and then make the pathing curve around each of them and go in between, and then maybe add some actual glowing moss into the grass afterwards. I just feel like that would look so pretty at night. I'm just not done with the pathing, so there's a bunch of pieces missing and it looks kind of awkward since we're not done with it, but it's okay. It's just going through its ugly stage. It's fine. Sometimes islands will just feel a little crusty, and that's okay. By the way, Bill moved out of my island, and I did get an autofill. Who autofilled? I'm gonna guess that it was a bear villager or a hippo. Let me know if I was right or wrong. Oh, it was a monkey villager. Okay, I was definitely wrong. Which monkey villager was it? Actually, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me, never mind. I want to guess. I'm going to say it was either Nana.
Hello, fellow farmer. Are you ready to check out and play our game on September 8th?
I am, yes.
And then you can put this Animal Crossing where it belongs. In the recycling bin.
I can't throw Animal Crossing away. That's not nice. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Welcome in. Was it sign? Oh, it was a jock monkey. Okay. Well, my only other guess type from Nana was Flip. Let me know if I got that right. Meg says Simon. I say Flip. I also don't know what kind of monkey Flip is, so I could still be wrong. And I probably am, but it's okay. Were either of us right? Or is that just a no for me? Okay, this is gonna have to be moved. If you could have a pond like this in your backyard, would you want the one that looks more like a super soft green or like the bluish one? Personally, I want the bluish one. Was it Flip or Simon? I admittedly don't know a whole bunch of the monkeys' names, so I don't know who else I could guess. I mean, like, I feel like I know a lot more of the girl ones' names than the boy monkeys. I like the bluish one better too. They're both pretty, but if for some reason I have one of those in my yard or something, I want the bluish one. Oh, it's Tian Shang? Okay, I was very off. Well, he's a good villager. Oh, you guys, it's like kind of a story time, but not really. So I was at work earlier, and we essentially have these little salt and pepper shakers on the table, and somebody's waiting for their to-go order, and then they leave. I go and check the table they were sitting at so I can clean it, and then this person took a bunch of toothpicks out of the little bottle we keep toothpicks in, took a bunch of toothpicks out, and then individually, one by one, put those toothpicks inside the little holes in the salt shaker. And they just wasted a bunch of perfectly good toothpicks. PSA, please don't do that in public restaurants. It's irritating. Please don't do stuff like that. I pulled them out, but they wouldn't come out at first. Like they were kind of stuck. He's actually not terrible. He has C tier in my book. I mean, it's better than whatever tier is gonna be under that. Why though? I really don't know. I don't know why they did that, but frankly, I found it really irritating. So what is that? Oh, okay. So one of my rings sometimes gets caught on my hair, and my hair got caught and I didn't realize it, and I was like, what is that on my leg? It was the hair from my ring. Are there any ideas? I guess they got bored. I mean, probably, but also, still, please don't do that in public places. Please don't. It's very wasteful.
Hey, don't come at me, Fae Farm. You may be new, but we got our
not
players
the beef.
like a fish and hunting villagers with our terrible RNG system like a gambler with a gambling addiction.
You're not wrong.
And content. Lol, don't worry, they will saying don't worry guy and bye.
The RNG can be pretty awful sometimes, I will have to agree there, but not the Animal Crossing versus Fae Farm beef. Not them fighting. Thank you, by the way, I appreciate it. They took one brain cell to think putting toothpicks in a salt shaker was brilliant. I don't know what was going through their heads, but I just found it very annoying. I think the other thing that I can't tell which one of these I find worse, but the other thing that I see a lot is people get a ton of extra napkins and then only use like one or two out of that giant stack, and I'm like, you did this for what? Because it's like considered kind of unsanitary to just put that back afterwards. The drama, the intrigue, Animal Crossing versus Fae Farm? Who's gonna win? It's basically the cozy game fight club, because both of them are considered cozy games for sure. Okay, these two, I think I'm gonna have to pick up, and I'll put them back down in a moment. I'm just having a hard time figuring out where these other pieces of the pathing have to go. Like, I can't see. I think this is the right piece. Yeah, and then another one. And now we can just use the top pieces. And myself laugh with my own comment. Animal Crossing, no doubt. I mean, why would I spend hours on this game if it was not worthy? I mean, you have a good point. But we also haven't played Fae Farm yet. It's not even out, but it'll be out in September. Hello, Autumn, welcome in. I spent 500 hours plus on it. I want to see how many I have. Hold on. Now I'm curious. I have almost 2,000 hours on Animal Crossing. I have a problem. It's okay though. There's worse things I could be doing. These other ones, I don't know where we'll put them. Those trees are gonna have to get moved. Let me just get those now. I want to move them somewhere else though, because I don't want to waste those. Almost 600, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Well, everybody else is having a good day. I realized a random detail recently that kind of bothers me. It doesn't affect gameplay whatsoever, just a random little detail that I can't stop thinking about now. So, In New Leaf, if you were to like take off your character's shoes and socks, you could see individual toes. But in New Horizons,
Just
we don't.
a little context. My dear Lexi is making a toxic island right now, but I have to live with a toxic bathroom after Lexi
How did you
gets
know
her
I had
Taco
Taco Bell
Bell
for
night.
lunch yesterday? How did you know? Not the point of that, but how did you know? Were you lurking? I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something. Now I don't remember what I was gonna say. It's okay. That's so funny though. How'd you know? Toxic bathroom? I mean, it'd be like that. It really do be like that sometimes. Also, hello Yoshi, welcome in. Sorry, I was very distracted to say hi right away, but welcome in. You should make a toxic bathroom on this island. I really should. Should it be an outhouse or should it be in my character's house? Toxic bathroom? You know, sometimes the bathroom is just radioactive and that's okay. Wait, that's not the right, okay. I see where I went wrong. Kind of. I think you were talking about toes. Oh yeah, thank you. That was exactly what I was talking about. So in New Leaf, your character, if you were to zoom in on the feet and take off the shoes and the socks, you have individual toes where you can see them. But in New Horizons, we don't. Like, it's literally just flat. There's no toes. Where did the toes go? I don't understand. I have 70% of my other Switch and 120 on the current one I'm using. So I don't think I really have very many at all on my other Switch. I only just recently started the Forever Island. But I have quite a lot on this Switch. I hate that. No, but you can't see the toes. It's weird. Like, they probably didn't even realize they did that. Like, it's so specific and such a teeny tiny little detail. They probably didn't even consider that. It's also just, why take it away? Either they took it away or they forgot. And then now it's just, there's no point in adding it now. I have 895 hours overall. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that I have almost 2,000 hours on Animal Crossing. How many Squishmallows do you have? Too many to count. I've got one behind me right now, one in the closet that's behind me, and then a bunch in my room. My older brother and I own the same Nintendo Switch system because we split money on the system. I mean, as long as you can make it work, there's like no like arguing over who gets to play when or anything. I feel like that's fine then. And those kinds of situations, that's when I really wish that we were able to have multiple islands on one Switch. Realistically, will Nintendo ever do that kind of thing? Probably not, but it would be nice. I'd appreciate it. I'm having a hard time figuring out which pieces I need to put down. Halving is not easy. Then again, I hate my toes. Fun fact, I have webbed toes. Is that uncomfortable? I feel like that's gotta be uncomfortable. Sounds like it would be. We might have to get separate Switches, especially since sometimes my brother and I have some issues getting who plays Switch and whatnot. I mean, if you have to, you could always get a Switch Lite because those are a lot cheaper. I mean, given it's still like not like dirt cheap or anything because it's Nintendo, they don't make anything cheap. But it's cheaper than a normal Switch and it's cheaper than an OLED Switch. So you can always do that if you need to. I'm trying to find a good table for my house, but Screen only has ovens and beds right now. Is it a table for inside your house or for outside? My brain for some reason just could not figure out the word outside for a second. Yeah, true. I mean, you don't have to, but I feel like that would be the most affordable option if you guys really have to get separate ones. Hello, Mountain Dew, welcome in. I mean, I think you've been lurking, but either way, welcome in. Yeah, for inside. I got this as a DIY recipe, but I feel like maybe you could use it. I don't know what colors you can customize it to be, but not the wooden block table, but the normal wooden table, maybe that could be good. That or this big tea table. Remember one time, my grandma gave all the grandkids toe socks. My sister had a crying meltdown. I would say, no, the only time it's annoying is I can't wear toe socks. Toe socks make me so uncomfortable to look at. I remember once I was working and somebody came in with toe socks and sandals, and I've never seen that combination in my life aside from that one time. Oops, gonna turn that way. I only have 3. Monica the axolotl, Katrina the cat, and Kaylee the owlwood? I don't know what that says. Hey Lexi, I'll be here about 15 to 30 minutes, so I won't be in chat nor the stream, sadly. I'll be lurking. That's okay, Callie. I appreciate your support. Welcome in. You're gonna watch any of the game conferences this weekend. They just did the Summer Games Fest 2 hours ago. Wait, what game is this for? Because on Saturday, I'll be doing a reaction stream to the Wholesome Games Direct, which is basically just a bunch of like cozy indie games that they'll be showcasing. I'll be watching that and reacting to it. I don't know many of them. That's the wrong pond. So you said I could call you Charlie, by the way. Either way, welcome in. Just making sure I'm calling you by the right name. And I hope you enjoy your lurk, Callie. Thank you for being here. You know what? This wasn't what I originally planned, but this will work too. I want to see what it would look like at night. It's today till Monday. It's E3 week. I must be missing out then. I need to look into that. Kaylee is an owl. Oh, owl and a donut. Okay. So like her face is in a donut. What kind though? What kind of donut are we talking about? And speaking of that, if you guys were to go and get donuts, do you like to get the sprinkles on them or no sprinkles? Like if it's just like a normal iced donut, do you want the sprinkles or no sprinkles? I usually say no sprinkles because it doesn't even have a flavor really. It's just like a solid piece of sugar that's kind of crunchy just a little bit. Oh, I didn't know there was a welding mask in ACNH. It looks so dumb. Oh my gosh. Wait, what's a welding mask? I don't know what that is. Every company's showing off their games. I think like Nintendo, like October or something. And that's kind of similar to what the Wholesome Direct is, but it's specifically for really cozy indie games. Like stuff like Animal Crossing or Fate Farm, like cozy stuff like that. Sprinkles, always, I like mine either or. Sometimes I'll want the sprinkles, but usually I'll say no sprinkles. I just feel like there's no flavor. It's just a solid, crunchy piece of sugar that also might be expired. So I feel like, I don't know. What if it's expired? I don't know, it never has a flavor. What if it's expired? And hello, Saturn, welcome in. Sprinkle is pretty good, but I also like mine without sprinkles, strawberry sprinkles. I sent you a schedule on Discord. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm getting hungry. Go get a snack. You should go get a snack. They're gonna be Animal Crossing and Fate Farm at the same time. If they're gonna go to war, right? We can't even think about them within the same proximity of minutes because they're gonna fight. Wait, what are we talking about? We're talking about a lot of things at once. We're talking about sprinkles. We're talking about donuts, squishmallows, game directs. Oh, there's a lot going on. Oh yeah, how are the cats? How are they? I was looking at the pictures, and I feel like they seem to be settling in pretty well so far, which seems good. Right now, I'm trying to get rid of all the roses that aren't the black roses. Get rid of those. This is what I love, Sophia. Very lovely. Thank you, Saturn. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. I think after this, though, when I get rid of all the red and pink ones, I think we may go ahead and decorate a little bit towards the back of the island, given there are still some flowers back there that have to be dug up. So we'll probably just move to the general back area and do whatever we gotta do back there for a bit. The front didn't take too long. It was just a matter of relocating some trees, scooting the furniture around, and laying down the paths. I can't get a snack, so I have to spend money on that because my family that we have food are very cheap. I mean, to be fair, a lot of things these days are very expensive. We're just notably more pricey than they used to be. They're so good. I've been with them all day, and I'm sad I have to leave them to go to work. Bella's so clingy, and Georgia loves my pillow. Well, I'm glad they seem to be settling in really good. I remember when I got Luna, she stayed at I think I said this the other day. This was the guest room at first, but now it's the office. But when it was the guest room, she stayed in here for a couple of days, and the only person she would even remotely come out for was me. And she just was super, super shy and would always hide under the bed. Like, I would walk in to check on her, and she'd be on the pillows at first, and the second that she saw I was trying to go towards her, she'd get kind of scared and hide. And if I just sat on the floor in silence for a bit, she'd come back out and come see me. Your BF tennis practice? That's okay. I appreciate you popping in. I woke up last night and couldn't breathe, and it was because one of them had sat on my face. They definitely trust you then. Because the thing is with cats, sitting really close to your head or like your chest or like them showing you their booty. It's their way of telling you that they trust you or that they feel safe with you. Thankfully, Luna doesn't really do that. She's only sat on my neck like once or twice. But she meant well. She didn't mean any harm. That, and then last night, she made biscuits on my stomach. I can't last week's without wanting to go out and get some takeout. If you could get takeout right now, though, what would you get? Actually, question for everybody. If you could get whatever food you wanted right now from anywhere in the world, what would you get? I feel bad getting rid of all these. Like, they're technically perfectly good. I just don't have a need for them. Get rid of those. I'm excited about Sonic Superstars, a 2D 3D remake of the old Sonic style. I feel like I never really played any Sonic games. I feel like the games I grew up on for the most part, like the ones that I really played was Mario Party 2 on the N64, Donkey Kong 64, also on the same platform. There was this Powerpuff Girls game on the same platform that I really, really liked as a kid, but it's been years since I played it. Those, and then I grew up on Animal Crossing and Mario Kart. Those are the main games that I played as a child. I think I want to go and get some of the glowing moss and place that around the ponds. Yeah, any food from anywhere. If you could just magically get that right now, not have to pay for anything, what would you get? I don't know what I would get. I feel like I really have to think about that. Because if it's from anywhere in the world, there's so many possibilities for that. I'm thinking I might also use some of these vines as ladders in miscellaneous parts of the island, just so that way it's really easy to travel. Today I unboxed all of my childhood Wii games, and it was such a trip. You would get Wingstop. What flavor would you get from Wingstop? I would kill for a settler? I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna pretend that I do. I played a lot of Tony Hawk Pro Skater growing up. I think I've seen pictures of those, but I've never played it. Is it Wisdom Teeth accessible? We're gonna be talking about it in a pretend scenario where you're not having any wisdom tooth issues. So I guess, yes, technically. Donuts sound kind of good. I think, of all of my moms, I think it's Sophia that said that she doesn't like donuts. That, and she doesn't like cheesecake either. It's a skateboarding game. Was it on the N64? I don't remember. Or did I make that? Because I feel like I remember that being on there. I feel like we had that, but I just didn't actually play it. You play Katamari where you roll at people and things are rolled, and then your dad blows up everything you collect and makes it in a star in space. I swear I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't think I've ever actually played. But it does sound incredibly familiar. I would get lemon pepper and spicy Korean. I've tried the lemon pepper like once, and I thought it was really gross. It's ironic that it's my favorite fries from them are the lemon pepper fries, but I, for some reason, just really didn't like it on the chicken. You put it on PS2. I'm trying so to not want food, but come on. I mean, we're already talking about food. You may as well get yourself a little treat. I'll spend a lot of money on food. I mean, hey, at least it's a necessity because, like, you need food to survive. So I feel like it's justifiable, you know? And then since we're done with those, I'm gonna take up all the black roses and then plant them kind of near that glowing moss. And pizza. No worries, hope you enjoy your Lurk. My shovel! Rip. That's why I grabbed it. Watch this one break almost immediately too. That'd be annoying, but like low-key, kind of funny. I'm trying to be responsible adult by saving money, as you should. It can be, to be fair though, especially in our society, considering how easy it is to get something delivered, I feel like it's so hard sometimes to resist that temptation to not get food delivered, especially with something like DoorDash. All the fees that they add on there is just, it's insane. There are so many fees. Rip shovel, you will be missed. It was my golden shovel too. Like, why couldn't it have been this one that broke first? That would have made more sense. Not really. I've had the golden shovel, I think, since I started the island. I would drive myself to get food. I feel like that'd be better than, like, if you really did end up getting fast food or something, that would probably be better because then there was not the extra delivery fees, which usually make it a lot more expensive than it has to be. we dug those up, and I'm just gonna place some of them around the ponds. Just some miscellaneous spots. I don't want it to look like I deliberately placed them in certain patterned orders. I just want them to be in miscellaneous areas. It looks like they just kind of grew on their own. I'm kind of thinking, before I say that, let me see what custom designs that I had grabbed from the other day. Because I was thinking, what if I put some kind of design that says, like, keep out or beware, or something like that, to, like, be warning you about, like, hey, there's all of this poison over here. You gotta watch out. You gotta be careful. I don't know which one I'm gonna use, but I feel like putting a sign up by these little ponds would be a good idea. But I'm just really gonna add a fee for your oxygen intake or something. Right, like, before we know, it's gonna cost $10 to be able to take a breath of air. You know? I'm gonna check if there's pizza in the freezer. You know, sometimes just reheating a frozen pizza is nice. Especially the Totino's pizza. For the longest time, I thought it was Tostino's. No, it's Totino's. I think that's enough. Let's go ahead and move to the back, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Like in the Lurk movie where they pay for an air subscription. I mean, I hope the world never comes to that point. I love a good thin crust pizza. Thin crust pizza is really good, especially like if you want like the tasted pizza, but you don't necessarily want your stomach to feel super heavy and like super, super full. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever eaten pizza and then like, as much as it was delicious, your stomach feels kind of funky afterwards? Or like overly full or like has a bunch of grease in it? I end up feeling that a lot of times. Sometimes thinner crust is nicer. Speaking of that, whenever you guys get pizza, do you blot the grease off, or am I just weird? 'Cause I like to get paper towels or napkins and just like pat the cheese on the pizza to absorb the extra grease. I do be working, I do be slaving away for a paycheck. Saturn, please take care of your job IRL. Like, if you've got other priorities right now, I promise it's okay. Hello, David, welcome in. Those corporate entities and their air fees? We gotta do something about it. Is that when that happens? Oh, you got one? What kind is it? What kind of toppings? Ooh, I want to have one of those days again where we have a bunch of random Animal Crossing polls that are done throughout the stream. I feel like that'd be fun. Okay. I'm gonna type that right now, so just give me a second. Welcome to the stream. Ms. Got was on the therapy. No worries, welcome in. I hope it went well, and if you need to lurk, I totally understand. Hope you enjoy your lurk. I'm typing a poll right now. And then which should be the, I'll do that one. Okay. So out of these specific options, like, because I only have so much room where I can type things, out of those options, which Animal Crossing flower is superior? Let me know. I paused for a second to look at turn left. I was like, wait a second. Did I not turn on the game sounds earlier? I was going to be so embarrassed post streaming this whole time just with me talking and no other sounds. Mod love, thank you all. Of course, yes, all the mod love. They help me with a lot of things. And they put up with my nonsense. Yeah. I had therapy today too. I hope it went well for both of you. I can't have pizza. Why can't you have the pizza? Why not? Oh, mod love. The mod love thing literally just is the mod love put together as one word. I believe in cosmos supremacy. Lilies. I love the tulips. I wish I could put all of the flowers on there as an option for answer choices, but I can't, unfortunately. I don't know what it is. It's okay. There you go. I'm craving pizza and macaroni and cheese now. I don't know which one to get. Well, that reminds me, there was this pizza, I don't know if you guys have it, if anybody has it where you are, but have you ever heard of the place called Mr. Gatti's? At Mr. Gatti's, like this like arcade place for kids also has like a buffet, and they had this pizza there once that was just like a normal cheese pizza with macaroni noodles sitting on top of the cheese. Which sounds like it would be a lot, but it was low-key really good. It sucks, I'm sorry, Kira. Well, I hope you find something to eat that's not going to cost you a whole bunch of money. I've been a mod for how many months now? I don't even know the commands. To be fair, though, there are a lot of commands, so I don't blame you if you ever forget any. Like, I even forget some of my own commands sometimes. I love them all. Like, oh wait, for a second I didn't realize you were talking about the flowers, I thought you were talking about the moths. I was gonna be like, I love them too! And I was like, wait, that's not what you were saying? I love noodles on pizza. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, it does sound very out there. I feel like it's not something that you hear about often. But it was pretty good. Also, I think I want to do is just one little section at a time, like this little bit up here I can work on first. I'm going to clear off all the trees on it, add like maybe like a teensy bit of pathing, maybe some benches up here. I don't know. I just know for sure that I need to delete all the trees. They're in my way. I love all your mods too. I got confused and I didn't know if you meant the flowers or my mods. While we were talking about the flowers, we were simultaneously talking about the mod love command, so I just couldn't tell. We do be loving all the mods here. We really do. We do. I keep touching my face like this. I have this one baby hair that's not as long as the other ones for some reason, and it keeps going in front of my nose and tickling me. Does that ever happen to you guys? Okay. Did I get them all? I think so. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna go sell these because I don't have any use for them, and then we'll start working on it here. How is it that I still have weeds on the island that I haven't picked it up? Picked up? I can't talk. All the mods here are super nice.
Lexi, if you got a job where you help people diet by slapping the food and drinks out of their hand that's bad for them and making them pick it up, would you do it or feel bad?
I mean, if that was my job and like I really had to, I guess I would do it, but I would feel really horrible about it. Like that would feel so mean. But if for some reason I really had to as part of a job, I mean, I guess I would, but I would feel horribly guilty about it. I am back. Welcome back, Sita. So I guess it's like a little bit of both. Like, I guess I would do it if I had to, but I would be really upset with myself. Okay, Marshall, now it's something normal, a nice ironwood cart. That was so funny earlier. She was saying, he was like, can I have this dead tree? Like, why would he want that? Doesn't make any kind of sense to me. Anything to make that coin, especially when they said, let's spam donations next so she can have vacation. And remember, don't do that. Put your wallets away. Don't do that. Alright, I think this happened that same day that you're mentioning, Kara. Wasn't it that same day where like the little bot that reads off the messages for the donations? Wasn't it that same day where it said the word Pookie in a really funny way? Because that made me scream laugh. That was really funny. I mentioned this last week, but I wanted to do a test stream just for like maybe like 10-15 minutes tops where I could mess around and like play around with the different chat box settings that you see on the screen, because we still haven't figured that out yet, unfortunately. And I keep forgetting, I wanted to do it last week and I didn't do it, so hopefully if I remember that'll happen later this week. It will not be, if that actually happens and I remember, that will not be like a normal long stream. That'll be like tops 10-15 minutes so I can play with the chat box settings. I do not support impersonation. Keep going, keep going. No! Put your roll through away. Put it back. Okay, yeah, I thought so. I figured it was the same stream. I'm trying to make it look natural, not just like a straight line all the way across. I want it to kind of like curve as this cliff curves as well. Slowly grabs the wallet out, slowly puts the wallet away. Don't listen to how you guys are so sweet. We do love and appreciate the moms though. We really do. Especially from the point of view of somebody that was a mod at one point, like I really understand on a very different level how much work goes into it and how like it can be even kind of stressful sometimes. So I totally understand. I do really appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoy your Lurk, Megs. Puts it away, as you should. remember this in my head. This was just something in my head. It wasn't talking about anything. I'm not crazy. I just have this little memory pop up and I was like, hey, tomorrow's trash day. I have to like take the trash outside tonight. Just a random thought, but I'm glad that I remembered because guarantee you if I didn't have that little thought just now, I probably would have forgotten to put it outside. I have to say, but so sorry. You do not have to apologize ever about that. I promise it's completely fine. I feel like more money was taken out of my card than I spent, so I'm trying to save my money, but like, please, Lexi, I need to support you. No, you don't. You simply existing and being in my chat is supporting me. It's okay. Please don't put yourself into financial strain just for the sake of supporting me. I promise it's okay. We switch trash companies, so I'll never remember that it's on a different day. I'm always forgetting what days it is. For us, it's, I mix it up whether it's a Tuesday or a Monday. It's one of those, that, and then Fridays. And so we just like to take it out like late at night, so that way really early in the morning when they stop by, they can just pick it up. And I almost forgot, so hopefully I still remember later. Watch me end up forgetting, even after this whole conversation. Watch me end up forgetting anyways. The way that I'm not going to be surprised by that. Wait, what's wrong, Breadbird? What's wrong? Are you sad? I don't like when you guys are
Lexi, I
sad.
have a confession to make. The truth is I wanted to be Pluto instead of Saturn. But they said Pluto wasn't a planet and I would be fake, like how Pluto a fake planet. And ain't nobody want to be fake.
Well, in your heart, you can be Pluto. We can call you Saturn, but you'll be Pluto on the inside. You'll be Saturn on the outside and Pluto on the inside, and it can represent your inner self. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Speaking of that, if I was one of the planets, which one would I be? Put it back, Saturn. I would donate if I want to. Are we tussling? Because you'll probably win. I couldn't fight to save my life. Really though, I couldn't. Thank you though, I appreciate it. I'd be Neptune. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what zodiac sign I have in the planet of Neptune.
Saturn
Thank
donated
you.
$1.99 through Super Chat. I will donate if I want to.
That made the bot sound so sassy. Not the sass. It's funny, I don't think he's turned up. I think it was Logan that would always say this. He would always call Nightbot Sassbot. But to be fair, it's because Nightbot settings are almost always really sensitive if you're not careful. And then it'll time somebody out over like the most ridiculously small thing. The worst time you'll always be truly Pluto deep in your heart. Well, now I want to go and see. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you get your astrology chart and look at the specific planets, you can see what zodiac signs you have for each of those planets. And now I want to see what I have Neptune in. Like what sign I have Neptune in. Well, this is just me being an astrology nerd. It's okay though. I'm a Libra. It is an air sign, so I'm unsure what planet it would be. I'm trying to think off the top of my head which planet Libra is connected to. I know that my sun sign is Taurus, and Taurus is connected to the planet of Venus. But actually, no, Libra is too. Yeah, I think Libra is too. I'm not 100%, but I'm like 95% sure now that I think about that. I'm almost done. I had to click several things. Wait for it. What do I have Neptune in? I have an Aquarius Neptune. And even though Aquarius sounds like a water thing, it's actually an air sign. I'm probably just gonna get a bunch of these stools and then maybe some of the mushroom furniture and place that along the walkway. I feel like that would look good. Just get like 2 of these and some of the stools. And I think these mushrooms, I think these are the ones that glow green. I can't tell from here though, but we can test it out. Welcome back to your I almost called you Oakley Plays instead of Callie, excuse me. Because you put Oakley before Callie, so I almost called you the wrong name, I'm sorry. My new impersonating me and donuts is the highest honor. It really is.
Lexi, be careful, there is fake Saturn among us. Hee sorry for the pun. You know I support you. What's more believable, a 1.99 Saturn or a $5?
We have an impersonator among us. Am I gonna have to do some investigating? Am I gonna have to open a case about this. Saturn, do you have anything to say for yourself? Do you care to clear your name here? It has Aqua in the name. I know, it's funny because it has, but you're right, it does have Aqua in the name, but it's an air sign. I mean, Neptune is an Aquarius. A lot of the people, I think, for planets like Neptune and then Saturn, I think it's like a generational thing. Same with Pluto. So I'm back, I'm gonna draw more of a macaw. I have a macaw of my own named Rudy. She's a beautiful blue and green gold macaw. I've never seen one in person. It's the actually Mountain Dew. Wait, not an animal? Wait, what is going on in this chat? Please offer, I confess, I did. What is going on? What is going on in this chat? Hello? What's going on? I can't keep up. There's too much happening. Shiver's confessing to a police officer about his gas. We have an impersonator in the chat. I don't even know. There's a lot going on. Welcome back, Autumn. Not an animal is my real alt. Are we sure though? Can we be sure about that? Am I the only normal person here? I feel like nobody can be considered truly normal because, you know, we're all so different from one another. So I feel like there isn't really a true normal or a true weird because we're all so different from each other. While everyone's confessing, I admit okay. That one, I feel like we shouldn't say because I don't want to get the stream flag, so let's not. I suppose not. I mean, who out here really is? Who here feels like they're normal? And you're good. I know you were trying to play along with it, but like just to be safe, I went ahead and removed that. I had a stream video whenever, unfortunately, all the trolls were here. They had spammed so much foul language into the chat that it got the stream in trouble, and I can't earn as much money from it now because they got me in trouble. I'm not gonna mention here what they said, because that's not fun. When people are confessing, I must confess, I hate to admit I am not normal. It's just YouTube being stinky. Whenever they process the chat before the stream goes public, they'll like scan through the chat and make sure there's nothing bad in there. And so whenever they scan that, like, I just was worried. So you're good, you're not in trouble. I just want to make sure. Since someone is the same, how can there be a standard for normal? Exactly. But I also think it's not only really, really important that we have that diversity, I think it's just beautiful and amazing that we have that diversity. Because the world would genuinely be so plain and so boring if we were all the exact same. Did I grab, actually? Do I even have another mushroom thing? Not the lamps, but like the little displays, like whatever this is. Kira, isn't the term that they use now that's more updated having higher or lower support needs? Because I think they stopped using those terms as much, and I think it's more so now like whether or not you have higher or lower support needs. Thank you for subscribing! Welcome to the community! I can't talk. I was going to go out and do some grocery because of the smoke here where I live from the wildfires from their provinces near me here in Canada, so I'd rather stay inside. I feel like I would only go out and do that if you like really like absolutely had to. Like if you could not wait, then go, but I would definitely avoid it as much as humanly possible. I may be normal in chat, but I am seriously not normal in the slightest, well, from what I see at least. And that's okay, there is nothing wrong with that. Or I didn't know they changed that. I think it was something that was only done like within the last couple of years, but there also like wasn't necessarily a place they made like a big like announcement about it of sorts, so you're fine. Ultimately though, if you do feel like that's how you're most comfortable, then that is totally up to you. I just was mentioning that I think they updated like terminology, that's all. Welcome to Lexi's channel, I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you, that's so sweet. I can always order groceries for delivery, true. By the way, friends, if you're in an area that's being affected by this smoke, definitely, as soon as possible, use an air filter in your home. Secondly, if you really have to, you can also make a DIY air filter. I'm not quite sure how you do it, but basically, I think it's if you have to have a box fan, and then the air filter that you would use like in an actual house, and I don't know which side you put it on, but you attach the air filter on one side of the box fan, and then turn it on, and then you just keep it on. And it helps to somewhat filter the air for you, so if you can't buy one, or if you don't have like an actual air filter, you could use that in place of it, and it'll kind of help. Especially if you have pets, doing something like that is really important. You know how you like to adopt the mannerisms of your parents as you grow up? I literally adopted the way Mona speaks, and it's crazy. I feel like I tend to mirror people a lot in real life. Like if I were to meet you in person, for example, let's say you have a certain catchphrase that you say a lot, and maybe you do a certain like physical mannerism while you're saying the catchphrase, for example. There's a good chance that after I've seen you enough times, I'm gonna start doing it too subconsciously, and I never mean that disrespectfully. I just do it habitually, and I don't know. Also, I do need a lot more of these mushroom things, so I'm gonna go to a treasure island so I can get some, because I am out, and I need some. And I use a lot of them. No, you're good, Kira. It's completely fine. I'm not, you're good. You're not in trouble. Molly and Eloise are being older, but saying, kids these days are on their electronics. They'll be older, fine. Ladies read books while they're inside a Nintendo Switch. The irony behind that is so good. I haven't had lunch. My needs are a little to none. The only issues I have is just usual social skills or nonverbal cues. I started really bad saying that. I'm sorry. But yeah, you're good. I have all the windows closed. Somebody also said that if you have some spare towels to roll them upwards, like roll it up burrito style. It's like a skinny burrito, and like shove it at the crack of your door and your windows to stop extra smoke from coming in unnecessarily. I don't need a ton of pocket space. I'm just emptying out some of it so we can go to that treasure island and then just get some mushroom stuff. I'm posting the Animal Crossing channel, but I have Static in boxes if anybody's looking for him. Oh yeah. So weren't you saying that you wanted to get bones to replace Static, right? By the way, friends, as I go to the treasure island, I have to use the little picture to cover up the code so that way I'm not exposing somebody's code without their consent. But I've been told that this code covering photo is a bit of a jump scare, so this is the jump scare warning. I don't find it scary. It's just my Animal Crossing character in Gmod T-posing. But I've been told that it's scary, so I wanted to give a warning anyways. It was made by me. True. Speaking of you, hold on. Even though Kyrie's not in a mod anymore, I'm gonna get a link for Kyrie anyways. Oh, while that's doing that, I should probably get the code itself pulled up because I haven't done that yet. Okay, let me just see. I mean, technically you can get Discord on your computer. I just have this weird habit whenever I stream that I always close Discord on my computer and then I just use it on my phone if I have to use it. Okay, just give me one. Okay. So now I have to use the picture. Let's see, where is it? It should be right here.
Lexi, you sometimes go on walk and get itchy. And you see a tree and are like, it's time to itch my back against this tree like a bear. Well, wait, yesterday the rangers saw me and said leave the park. Thought they caught me stealing picnic baskets.
What? I mean, I feel like that would low-key feel kind of good. I need to fix this picture. Hold on. It's like covering the entire screen. You can't even... Here. Where's Elgato? Elgato's at the top. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Sorry. Low-key, though, I feel like that feel good, scratching your back that way. Sorry, I just couldn't get this sorted out. It's covered now, though. For real, though, I feel like scratching your back like that would feel really good. Not to be weird, but, like, you know it would. Yeah, I wasn't covering the code at first, but I fixed it. Sorry. Let me see. Okay, I'm just making sure it goes through before I move the picture. I'm sorry, what is that picture? It's the code covering photo. Shiver made it of me, and then I just put text on it. Okay, now we're good. Now I can take it off. Boop, there we go. I didn't get to fully pay attention to the code, to the donation message. I was trying to get the code pulled up, so I'm gonna replay it so I can actually hear it this time. I only heard part of it before, so I'm just replaying it.
Lexi, you sometimes go on walk and get itchy. And you see a tree and are like, it's time to itch my back against this tree like a bear. Well, yesterday the rangers saw me and said leave the park. Thought they caught me stealing picnic baskets.
I mean, did the picnic baskets at least have good snacks in them? Art at its finest? Truly. It truly is. Hello, Amanda. Welcome in. No, it was just a joke. It was just a little funny donation. And now I was replaying it because I couldn't fully hear it at first since I was trying to fix the code covering photo. Here's what I do that with the door frame. Speaking of that, for some reason it reminded me, I don't know if anybody else did this when you were a kid, but did you ever like try to stand in a door frame and then try to like scoot yourself up to like bounce yourself with just your hands and your feet like up in the air in the door frame? Because I could do that for maybe up to like 3 seconds, but I would always end up falling afterwards. It's me, or is the dono voice so hard to understand? Wait, is it? I mean, when I do the text-to-speech, I can have an option for which voice I want to use. And I've just always had it as that one. But if it's hard to understand, I could change it. Shiver's entertaining us to touch the top. Bop to the top. Bop. I was going to sing Bop to the top, but then I couldn't even remember the lyrics. I love embarrassing myself. Okay. I've literally never understood it, but it might just be me. Does anybody else feel like it's hard to understand? Because if a lot of you feel that way, I'd be more than happy to change it. Just let me know. I mean, I might as well get some more of these on here because I've been using a lot of them. Like says Dr. Phil, read your donos. Speaking of that, you know what that reminds me of? I was rewatching Drake and Josh the other day because it's a childhood show, right? And they had a version of Dr. Phil in there, but since they couldn't copyright the name, they just called it Dr. Phyllis. And that made me laugh even more because Phyllis is an old Animal Crossing character. I don't know if I can pull up a Dr. Phil voice, but what I can do is choose different pitches for the little text-to-speech voice. Sure, looks familiar, not gonna lie. It's by April Honey. Is that Treasure Island on the Twitch server? No, this is one made by April Honey. Speaking of her, she's very sweet and allows me to use her Treasure Island, so I'm just gonna give her a quick little shout out. There's so many AI generated voice spots now too. AI stuff scares me, to be honest. Wait, is this even the right island? Is this even the one with the mushrooms? I'm gonna be so embarrassed if I was wrong. I know it's on one of them, I just don't remember which one it is. Love Phyllis the Pelican and the show Drake and Josh. I loved Drake and Josh as a kid. I'm just rewatching. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I turned it off for a long time, but I decided to turn my throne account back on for streams to be sent out as a link. Nobody has to click on that or do anything with it, but I felt like turning it back on. I just hear AI, so I literally make AI bots fall in love with me. You know that bot thing on Snapchat for AI? That thing scares me, and it makes me so uncomfortable. I want to delete it so bad, but I can't get it off. It should have been maybe try the DIY one. I swear I thought it was here. I mean, I guess I should get some of this actually. I feel like maybe this could be used. I came here for mushrooms and now I'm doing this, but it's fine. I don't know how many I'll use. I'm just gonna get like a good amount while I'm here. And then how much stuff? Okay. You know, I may not have grabbed the mushrooms, but I got some stuff that'll definitely get used, so that's good. I'll drop this off back at the island and then I'll try this again, because I went to the wrong island. Oopsies. The AI snap made me uninstall the app for a while. It's creepy. I don't like it. It just makes me like morbidly uncomfortable. I'm looking it up right now. There's a lot on Twitch, but this one isn't Twitch. It's just from April Honey. One of you actually went to the wrong island? I did. I really did. I mean, there's still stuff there that I found useful for, so while it wasn't what I was initially looking for, it's not a huge deal. I just realized I haven't drank any water today. Wait, I just remembered something else. Okay, So you know how you just mentioned how I decided to turn the throne link timer back on? That reminds me, I need to set up a little GIF that pops up. It's like if somebody, let's say just for an example, were to contribute something, I want to have a little GIF alert set up so that way, like whether it's like a little heart or like a sparkle, or just some kind of something for the alert box for if somebody contributes. Like kind of like how, like, let's say somebody donates or becomes a channel member, for example, and that little thing shows up to be like, hey, look, here's this thing somebody did, right? Like I want something to pop up for that too, for Throne. But I realized I forgot to set that up, so I need to do that. All of my alerts for channel memberships and donations are the same now, so I think I'm probably gonna use one of the ones that I previously used for Throne, because I forgot to set that up, so I need to remind myself that and taking the trash out tonight. And then you cry and sob in pain and distress. Wait, why would I cry and sob? I don't wanna cry, it's not fun. Travis episode's still my favorite Drake and Josh episode. Same, that one, and then one of the other ones that I like is I think it's like, yeah, it's like some sort of roller coaster. I don't remember what it was. No, I do remember. We watched this the other day. It was called The Demonator, and it's some kind of roller coaster or something that Drake and Josh both want to ride. And then, of course, Megan, being Megan, wants to join and get on the ride with them. I'm not talking about my mod. I'm talking about the character. That episode's really funny, too. I like that one. I'm gonna go all the way back here and put this away. And then, we'll have to go back. It's these things specifically that I need. Maybe a couple more of these lamps, but mostly these little mushroom bunches. I don't remember what they're actually called. Megan was my favorite. Her character was iconic. I feel like though... Oh, that was like, wait, a ruined sea? I was confused for a second. Although sometimes she could come off kind of mean, like whenever the way she would treat her brothers. But simultaneously, sometimes Drake and Josh really did deserve it. Like, they just had it coming sometimes. I'm back. Welcome back, Autumn. Welcome back to the stream. I'm so excited for the dream test for this island. I feel like it's gonna be so fun. Like I was at a stage for a while where I was like, I'm not really sure what I want to put down for decorations, like what I want to build. But I feel like now the island is starting to really come along and like come together. I'm excited for that. I feel like the dream test is gonna be fun. I don't think I want it to be pitch black outside necessarily when I make the dream test, but like just barely dark enough where all the glowy stuff starts to glow. So like ideally I don't want it to be pitch black if I don't have to have it pitch black. Like, so what if you're actually asleep and this is all a dream? Don't make me spiral. Sometimes in my head I'm like, what if none of this is real and we're actually just Sims in somebody's sim game? And so we're all just Sims, and that's why sometimes you walk into a room, forget what you were doing, and then walk back out and remember later, and then you don't even do the thing or grab the thing. What is the next theme for this island? Well, this one right now is Poison Core, and then once this one's done, I'm not sure when it'll be done, but I'm thinking for the fall, I want to do a Cottagecore Fall Island. I've seen a lot of Cottagecore ones done in the spring and in the summer, but I feel like I don't usually see them done in the fall, and I feel like that could be really pretty. What if we're all not real? Let's not make me spiral today. Let's not do that. Just making sure it goes through before I take that off. There we go. There we go. Wait, I just realized earlier, I took the poll down with the flowers and I didn't even read the poll results. I don't know what won. Does anybody remember what won? Wait, no, can I scroll up and find it? I can, so the roses won, windflowers, tulips, and cosmos were all tied. So I guess they're all technically in second place. Have you seen the show Westworld? I have not. What's it about? Roses won. I feel like that's to be expected. I feel like the roses are really well liked. I don't know, there's something about the tulips that I just find so nice. That sounds nice. I'm excited for it. I have a name picked out for the next island already, but I'm not sure if I will keep that one. Because So in a way, I kind of feel like it might be too short. It's like it's a semi-short one version. I don't know which island has the mushrooms, so I'm gonna look for them here, and if I don't find it, then I don't find it, and I'll go back to the island, because I don't want to spend a whole massive chunk of the stream just like trying to find these mushrooms. I got my pizza, it's a little burnt, but it's good. Well, at least it's still good. I feel like food can be like a little burnt and still taste really good, but you have to be really careful with how much it gets burnt. It gets so easy to make it too burnt where it's like gross. The only exception, like, I don't know if anybody else does this, but whenever I make toast, if I accidentally burn it, I just take a butter knife and scratch it over the trash can, and then all the burnt stuff falls off, and then it's perfectly good. Maybe it's just my family that does that. Because my mom would always do that when I was younger if I burned my toast, and she'd be like, here, perfectly good. We're on a bit of a quest at the moment. Where are these mushrooms? Hello? Mushrooms? Hello? Mushrooms, please? I think she changed up a few of the treasure islands recently, so I think some of the stuff might have gotten moved around. That might be why I'm having a harder time finding it. Where is it? It's thin and crispy, so it wasn't sour. It shouldn't be sour though. Actually, while I'm here, I kind of want to. I might use this. I'm just gonna grab it. The mushrooms have left. The mushrooms want nothing to do with me and my island. They said bye. I'm also gonna grab these DIYs. I'm not gonna use the blue version of it, but somebody suggested the other day in the Dream It Visit stream that I could use the green version of that because it looks super like glowy and radioactive, and I feel like that could be good. So on the off chance I need that, I'm gonna grab it too because I may as well get something while I'm here. I have no idea where these mushrooms are. I might have to ask April later whenever she isn't busy and I have a chance to. I don't know where they are. Okay, where is it? I just saw something else that looked interesting. Regardless of whether or not I find them here, I'm gonna go back to the island after this and continue decorating because I feel like it's gonna start to feel a little repetitive. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know where they are. Should be there since they have almost all the recipes in the game. So you think the mushroom ones should be here? Well, I've only been to the left side of the map mainly, so we'll go over to the right too and see if we can find them. And what's this down here? Oh, it's wheat fields, okay. How do you get the heart crystals? I got them from doing the wedding day event.
Why not make Disney movie-themed islands?
Thank you.
Like you could make Toy Story Pizza Planet Island in honor of my burnt pizza. I know you won't make a circus island because it would show your inner dork side. Oh well.
I mean, nothing wrong with being a dork. Nothing wrong with that at all. But also, like, low-key, a Disney movie-themed island would be wonderful. I know it's supposed to be a joke, but like seriously though, like Disney movie themed islands, that sounds great. Sounds wonderful. I would go to an island like that. Are we sure that's an imposter? Maybe you're just trying to cover up your tracks. My friend is making a Disney themed island. Is it for a specific movie or just like a general Disney island? I didn't end up finding them as Shiver, but I can look them up time. I can also just DM April. It's not that big of a deal. So I don't want to spend a whole big chunk of the stream just doing this. Yep, eating pizza, new idea. Shakira, Shakira. We love Shakira here. Live, laugh, love Shakira. That and we love Costco. Live, laugh, love Costco. Is Disney Princess theme? Oh wait, Disney Princess theme specifically? That'd be fun. I feel like considering how much Disney Princess and Disney content is out there now, it'd be really easy to find inspiration. That, I feel like there's gotta be some codes already made for it that you could search through. I'm sure you could make your own, but in case you don't want to, I'm sure there's gotta be Disney codes out there already. I hope you enjoy your Lurk, Callie. I sent Sophia a voice memo and she said I sound like a Disney princess. I love her so much. Aside from like the very brief audios that you guys were sending in mod chat, I've actually never heard Sophia's voice. We've done mod calls before, but she didn't want to join them. This area is like an aerial area, Mulan. Oh, that's cool. Well, I kind of want to see that now. If it happens to get done, you get a dream address from it. I would love to see that. I love Mulan. Mulan is an absolute icon, and we love her for that. We really do. Can y'all tell that I'm very caffeinated? Do I seem caffeinated? I feel like I do. I'll see if I can ask her. No worries if it's not doable, but I would love to visit the island whenever it's done. That sounds cool. I keep wiping my lip because I have leftover coffee in that, and I couldn't get it off. One of my favorite movies. If you guys like anything Disney related, you can even pick multiple if you have a hard time picking one favorite. But if you had to pick, what would you say your favorite Disney movie is? And again, you can't pick one favorite. You can pick multiple. I'm not gonna judge for that. I, for some reason, have just always loved Ariel. I've loved her since I was a kid. But I also feel like Mulan is really iconic too. I haven't seen it in a long time though. Let's see what's back here. Those are the garlands. Okay, the benches. I might as well go ahead and learn this one right here. I have a bunch of spare vine in my storage as well, so I might craft a few vine benches or vine chairs and then place them near the mushrooms. Or like in this general area that we've been working on. Let's see. Pretty sure I already learned the recipe, and if I didn't, then oopsies. I'm going to Treasure Island. What are you gonna get? Oh, I just need 8 vines. It's just not the big of a deal. I could make a couple of those, maybe even a few vine hanging chairs, but actually, never. I think those have to, like, very literally, the word have to hang from the ceiling in your house, so never mind. But if for some reason I can make it work outside, then I will. Cartoon are there live action films like Princess Diaries? Oh, I love the Princess Diaries. I haven't seen that in forever. It's been so long. I have a question. Who here remembers Cadet Kelly? I have to know. I don't know if I need those for crafting them, so I went ahead and I grabbed this so we didn't have to go back for it. Mickey Mouse tickets mainly valid. Whenever I go to Treasure Islands, I have a tendency to get a lot of Mickey Mouse tickets in bulk, so I feel you. I have to think that and I don't want to think. Also valid. Completely valid. Very understandable.
Lexi, don't kill me, but I accidentally gave you regular coffee instead of decaf. We ran out and I didn't want to sleep on couch again. So yeah, I'll be out until you calm down.
I mean, realistically, I probably should be having decaf more often than I do. Because for somebody with a heart problem, I sure do drink a lot of caffeine. And I probably shouldn't. Thank you, by the way. You know, with Princess Diaries 3. Really? Since when? I'm gonna speak Hilary Duff. Do you guys remember the Lizzie McGuire movie? And were we talking about this the other day, actually? I swear one of you brought it up. Either way, y'all remember that? That was such a good movie. Street therapy to some wisdom was speaking unintentional things. I mean... Wait, speaking of that, that reminds me. Oh my gosh, so the other day, just for a little bit, I was playing Animal Crossing City Folk on the Wii and reviving my old file on there. And I guess I did this at some point, and I have zero recollection of doing this, but I apparently made one of my villagers' catchphrases say pee pee poo poo, and then when I started talking to them, they said this to me, and I was like, excuse me? Where did you learn that from? I'm so excited for Princess Diaries 3. I love Cadet Kelly. That's another one I haven't seen in a long time. I remember liking that too. How many of these? Okay, I made 2 hanging chairs and then 2 benches. Okay. I also loved Kim Possible. Kim Possible was another good one. Let's see, I feel like, didn't we have a conversation similar to this the other day? We were talking about like super nostalgic like movies and shows that we liked as kids. So I feel like that was a thing. Geez, someone is leaving. The only thing with the public Treasure Island, sometimes a lot of people will leave and enter back to back, so it can make it hard to move around. Would love to see a video tour of your City Folk town if that was ever something you wanted to make. There's nothing on it currently because I reset it a while back. It's just my character's houses and stuff. But if I ever actually properly decorate it, then I could do something of that sort. It's just like too empty right now to do that, but I'll keep that in mind. We indeed did. They can be hard to get into. They really can be, but it's worth it. The persistence is worth it. You just gotta stick with it. I'm surprised they haven't made a live action Kim Possible. How's Disney going? Speaking of live action stuff, this is like just an alleged thing I heard about, so please take this with a grain of salt. I have no idea if they're actually doing this. Like, I don't know if it's serious or not, but I heard something about them maybe making a movie about The Legend of Zelda, kind of like how they did for Mario. Okay, cool, I can't go outside. Cool. Yeah. It's just a rumor. There's some items. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Saturn? Wait, who are you talking about? Wait, what? I'm so confused. What? I'm so proud of my newly found. I wish past me could play New Horizons. I wish that somehow I could like wipe my memory temporarily and rewatch the trailer for New Horizons again for the very first time. That'd be so nice. Not being so fine on stream. It's okay. It happens. It happens sometimes. They are after they make the second Mario movie. Have they already confirmed a second Mario movie? I've seen the first one, but I didn't know they even talked about a second one. Oh, come on, living items. People quit leaving. It does get frustrating, but I swear if you just keep up with it, it is so worth it. But I don't blame you. It is really aggravating at first. Which Wario would maybe Luigi would be in the next movie? That'd be cool to see them incorporate those characters too. I think they should. That'd be a good idea. I'm gonna use a lot of these back here. Okay, so you do have a mind racing machine, but it'll currently forget about your current island? Then never mind. Never mind. I want to get some kind of bench for over here. Let's see. Oh, these I should use too. Just a couple of them. I keep saying, oh my god, a little bit this, and then I keep changing my mind. I'm really into decorating, but I'm very motivated currently. That's all. I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on Tuesday. It was good. I haven't seen it. But given I've also never been very into Spider-Man related anything. And I kind of wish I was. I know a lot of people like it, but I'm just not. Ew, wait, whenever you get off the little glowing stools, like that, and the little sparkles go over it, it looks like a fart. But just like sprays everywhere. Excuse me. They're gonna call my mom really quick. No worries, take your time, it's all good. Yes, there is room for this decayed tree. Why are you trying to put a halt to my creativity? There is room. There is room if you believe there is, and I believe. Do you guys believe? See? If you just believe, there'll be room. Problem solved. Sparkle Fart. That sounds like a great nickname. One problem I have was that they left on a massive cliffhanger. That's always annoying. I'm sorry. You said I was fine. You wanted to put it on? I was in my own way. It'd be like that sometimes. Husband Table's looking for this is awesome. See, I'm telling you, like, the couple of guns can be really irritating because of people coming in and out of the islands, but I swear it's worth it. I'm kind of making it a bit cluttered back here. Not so cluttered that I don't think it'll lag anybody's games or anything. But I did want to add this stuff here, just decorate the walkway. And then this little corner's kind of empty, which is a little weird looking. So I'm going to, actually, let me see. If I move this, will there be room for a giant vine? There will be if you believe. See? You just gotta believe. I really want to see what this looks like whenever it's really dark. Ideally, if I can put one more glowing moss balloon down, I think that'll be done. And I'm still going to get Nook Mouse tickets, but I'm looking for items as well. I feel like most islands have at least a small section of Nook Mouse tickets, so you should be able to find some. Also, I'm going to pause for a second to get some water. Imagine an answer, rip. Would you ever do no terraforming island? I feel like I technically have, so I think I've had at least one island where I unintentionally did that, but I couldn't pinpoint which one it was for you. I feel like I've had several islands actually where I did very little terraforming, so I definitely could. I can't believe it was like 30 minutes on stream. It's so embarrassing. It's okay, you're good. We're just vibing, we're just chit-chatting and decorating, it's all good. Okay, I think I have to get one more of the balloons. I don't have any more in my pockets. Never mind, I forgot that I put the storage shed away. Where is it? Right here, maybe, perhaps. Hello? Where is it? Oh, it's down here. I want one more of those glowing moss balloons. Oh, I just realized something. I wonder what my island rating is. I haven't checked in a little while. Maybe we should go check. I think I'll do that whenever I finish this area, and then we'll go behind here, remove those flowers, and then decorate a bit back there as well. Terraforming is hard, but I feel like if I didn't find it as difficult as I did, I'd probably do it a lot more often. It just stresses me out. There we go. There we go. Can I scoot it back a little bit? Perfect, okay. I'm satisfied with that now. I'm gonna go down and see what my own reading is. Now I'm just super curious. Gotta go see.
I'm not supposed to tell you this and Lexi might kill me. But this is some behind the scenes info. Top secret. Ever notice when Lexi slowly tilts to the left? Well, that's because she is trying to fart and leans so we can't hear the muttering from the seat.
I did not. Also, hey, everybody farts. If you say that you don't, you're lying. Unless, I think there's certain conditions where I think it's called having a colostomy bag. Unless you have a colostomy bag, like, on your stomach, then everybody farts, okay? Besides, I wasn't doing that anyways. I was not. Why did I go up to the crafting table? I love being a hot mess. I love it so much. And I will drink water. I am always, I like to say this. I call myself caffeinated and confused. I live in a near constant state of confusion about something. People need to know, like, the people need to know. Ashley knows what fart. She doesn't even have a butthole. Yes, she does. She's lying. There's so many items. By the way, friends, I don't know if you heard it, but my island tune is Toxic by Britney Spears. If anybody wants to hear it more clearly, I can try and have it play. Oh, it's 3 stars. Okay. Remember Nickelodeon did a whole commercial campaign about flatulence? The scientific name for it is so funny to me. This is why Lexi Ash would never ever lie. Yes, she would. Everybody farts. Unless you have a colostomy bag. Only exception. By the way, if anybody happens to know the actual name for that condition in which you would need a colostomy bag, let me know. I know there's an actual word for it, but I don't remember what it is. And now that's gonna bother me until I remember. I have a question. What's your question? Should I clip and send to Ashlyn? You wouldn't. I mean, I could also be like, hey, come to stream and see what she says. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Listen to the game. It'll be in like Leaf's little voice. But listen, it's Toxic by Britney Spears. Just listen. I don't know if you could tell, but it's the part where it says like I think it's part of the chorus. But yeah. I don't need any hydrangeas. I just was using you to hear the song. Sorry. I know someone with a colostomy and it just farts loudly and uncontrollably. Do you happen to remember the name of the condition that requires one? Because like I know there's a name for it, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, yeah, I did change the perms. I did. I fixed it. Do I not have my vaulting pole? Okay, I guess it's in the storage shed. This one, dude, she likes these lies. Don't expose me. Don't. You kind of heard it. Do you guys want to help me with something? I need help making a decision about what we're gonna cook for dinner. Because I still want to do the HelloFresh stuff. I'm not sure. Like, if all the stuff is, like, not expired, like, it's still good enough to use. Like, if none of it's expired, I don't know if I want to make that Parmesan chicken or the sweet chili pork bowls. So, if y'all could help me out, that'd be great. If I could not make any typos, it'd be great. There we go. So as long as everything's like not expired or something, then we could do that. Options, so crispy Parmesan chicken or sweet chili pork bowls. I do not. I know someone who had to get one because of colon cancer. Yeah, I think that's one of the possibilities, but I think it might actually be, I don't know if this is true or not, so I'm just going off of what I think is correct, but if somebody knows that I'm wrong, please step in and correct me. But, what was I gonna do? I got distracted. Oh yeah, my Baltic bowl. But I think sometimes you can also get them if you have Crohn's disease. I think that's another one. This is awesome if I'm trying to find specific themes. They're literally so nice. But I've been using Treasure Island for so long now that like I feel like I can almost like not finish an island without them. I probably worded that weird, but you know what I meant. Do you vote for the chicken? Yeah. And now that I think about it, since HelloFresh is obviously like a very public thing all over the world, I'm curious. I wonder if I can find pictures to reference what the food looks like. Because whenever they send you the packages, if you've never had HelloFresh before, basically they send you this big package, like, and it's full of like this preserved ice, that way stuff stays fresh and it stays cold. But they give you these papers out that on one side has a big picture and the name of the food item, and then the other side like has the recipe and the steps and everything for it. So I wonder if I can find that online, like digitally, and show you guys what it looks like. This is my question. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Yeah, I did change the perms for that channel. You can sometimes need a colostomy for Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. I've heard of ulcerative colitis many times, but I don't remember what it actually is. And now I'm curious. I want the mango pork bowl for dinner tonight. What we have isn't a mango pork bowl, but it's kind of similar. It's a sweet chili pork bowl, and it's got like peanuts that you add into it, which sounds a little when I say out there, like I feel like it's something that you don't hear about often, or at least I don't hear about often. Like here, we don't normally put peanuts in a dish like that, but it sounds delicious, and I want to try it. It looks scrumptious, but I also love chicken, and I love Parmesan cheese. So I don't know which one I want to eat. Also, I do need to put a bunch of this stuff back, so hold on. Okay, Perks, I want to do pit crew tomorrow. Yeah, totally. I fixed it. And if for some reason you do the question today for a pit crew, and then for some reason it's not working, let me know immediately so I can try and fix that. I have a chicken parm sandwich. I could do that too. I love the time if we do cook chicken, we just end up baking barbecued chicken, and then sometimes we'll even make that into a sandwich, or just eat the straight up piece of barbecued chicken, which is also good. Actually, I'm gonna keep the vines and the glowing moss out here. Put this stuff away because it's stressing me out having my pockets full. Gonna put that away. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw away these windflowers that are in my pockets because they're taking up space, and then we'll come back and decorate right here. I will do it later tomorrow morning so we can have a non-mod try it. Yeah. But if one of y'all tried it and it's not working, let me I guess ping me somewhere, or I guess ping me in mod chat, and I'll try and fix it. I gather a haul. What did you get? Like what sorts, aside from the Nook Mouse tickets and the table, I think you said it was a table that you got? What else did you get? My favorite burger? I feel like this might sound kind of boring, but low-key, I love a good black bean burger. Another question to add on to that for like everybody, it doesn't have to be just for a specific person. If you like burgers, do you like to keep the mustard and mayonnaise on there if it comes with it? Like if you were to order one and they told you that it came with that, would you keep both the mustard and the mayonnaise on there, or would you take one off? I mean, I like both. I usually prefer mayonnaise, though sometimes I take off the mustard depending on my mood. And if I know mostly because I did find some items, I'm so glad. I'm glad that you found some good stuff. Are you the only one that can change the perms? I think so, but it's really not hard. I mean, in fact, technically I could go and check right now. But like, I remember going and fixing it, so it shouldn't be an issue. You just get Thousand Island dressing. Speaking of that, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that the Big Mac sauce at McDonald's is literally just Thousand Island dressing like they use for salads. And so I tested that once by just getting some Thousand Island dressing and like dipping a French fry in it to see if it tasted like Big Mac sauce. And it does. So I think that's what they use, or at least for the most part. I'm gonna go for a little bit. I've been wanting donuts for forever. No worries, Fredbird. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. I don't know how many trees are over here, so I'm just gonna eat like half of these. Oh, another thing, so like going off the question again, if you were having a burger of some sort, whenever you have condiments on it, do you like to have like a very like thin, small layer of condiments, or do you like to really just saturate it and put a bunch on there? I don't want it to be full on soggy, but I don't like having a thin layer either. I like a semi-thick layer, but not so much where it makes the bread soggy, because that's gross. I might work. We do pickles, lettuce, tomato, onion, and Thousand Island pickles in it. Well, anything in pickle related, I'd probably like, or at least there's a good chance I'd like it. Mountain Dew, do you like sweet pickles? I don't like sweet pickles. I wish I did, but I don't. And then I've never tried bread and butter pickles. I have no idea what that even is, but I don't know. I do love normal dill pickles. I'm not even kidding. Here, let me just pause for a second. In the fridge, we have this gigantic container of like the sliced pickles of what you would use like on a sandwich or like a cheeseburger, for instance. And the entire thing, it's like this big. It's huge. And you can't really tell through the screen that much, but I hope you get my point. I showed my iPad last night. It's at 12%. I would get that checked out then, because I feel like that's not normal. Sometimes stuff does charge kind of slow, but like it should be a lot more charged. I'm like, wait, do you mean that you only just now checked it and it's at 12%, or you've been using it and it's only just now getting to 12%? Because I read that as you charged it and only just now took it off and it was only got to 12. Not really. I don't blame you. Sweet pickles gross me out. I wish I liked them though, but I don't. Hello? Last time, okay, it looks kind of weird having one ear cup off, but hear me out for a second. I had to take this off so I could listen. It was storming last night, late into the stream, so we ended like ever so slightly before the 3-hour mark, and I think I just heard some more thunder, so we're gonna have to wait it out and see if it storms. And put this back. I just was trying to listen if it was thundering, so I couldn't hear it first. Gonna go see you later. Bye, Mountain Dew. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation today. I appreciated it. Thank you. Speaking of pickles, since we started talking about those, my fellow dill pickle lovers, have you ever eaten a pickle thinking it was a dill one, and then you realized while you were chewing on it that it was a sweet pickle, and it was the most horrendous experience ever? Because it throws me off so much. I'll be so convinced it's a dill pickle, so I'll start eating it, and then I'll realize it's not and be really upset. Okay, I don't know if that's my neighbors or if that's thunder, but like it sounds like thunder. I'm gonna check the weather app really quick, because now I'm like, pardon? Excuse me? Oh yeah, it's thunderstorming. It's thunderstorming a lot. Did you guys hear that? I'm shook over how loud that actually is. On to another treasure island. I definitely empathize with the fact that you feel frustrated whenever people are going in and out when you're trying to grab stuff. I fully empathize with you there. I still say that it's worth it though, like wholeheartedly. Wow, here in Illinois is clear out. Wait, so Kira, was that a yes that you could hear it? Because I can never tell on y'all's end if you can hear something or not. So I usually go with the assumption that you probably can, because I know my mic is really sensitive and it picks up the majority of noises that happen. in a very wide proximity. Like, it's a really sensitive mic. Thank you for the like command, Gil. I appreciate that. By the way, welcome. And I don't know if you just sat here or if you've been lurking, but either way, welcome. I switched to my phone. Welcome back, Megs. I'm gonna wait out a little longer and see, because I don't want to just assume. Considering how loud that thunder is, and according to my phone, it says full-on thunderstorming and that it's gonna get worse. I'm gonna try and wait it out and see, because the weather here is very unpredictable, but I may end up having to end earlier if it gets really bad. We'll see. I'm really not sure yet, so we're just gonna have to wait it out and see. I did gather quite a haul though. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you found some good stuff. Megs, I didn't see the kale there for a second. I said, go pee outside. I'm like, why are you telling me to pee outside? I was like, pardon? Is it raining? I can hear rain. It is thunderstorming here, which is why I'm trying to see if I... Okay, if I get up really, really fast to go see how hard or light that it's raining, will you guys stay here? Because I wouldn't go into BRB screen. Like, if I just mute my mic for a moment to go and look, will y'all stay? Yes, to be outside. I really want to stream that. I was like, I don't know why you're telling me to do that, but okay. Sure, why not? Okay, I'm gonna go look, because I can't see from here. I can only hear it. So I'm gonna mute my mic, and I'll be right back. Behave for the mods, please. Besties, I'm gonna have to go. I just checked, and it's like pouring down rain. Like it's pouring. Like it's raining really hard. I went outside, and the raindrops are really big. They're really loud, and also one of our grills was left open, like this big metal grill that we have. The lid was wide open, and because the rain was going at an angle, it went inside the grill. So now, even though it was already kind of ruined before, it's definitely not gonna work now, so that's great. Wait, what? What happened while I was gone? Yeah, it's storming really bad here, so I'm really sorry that it has to be cut off so suddenly. But for the safety of my stream setup, I think I'm gonna have to go. Because I've done this kind of thing before where I pushed through anyways, and it cut off the stream, which poses a really big threat to my computer, and it could like fry it. And it was a $900 computer, so I've got to go for my own sake and for my computer's sake. But I do want to raid somebody really fast. Let's see if I can find someone. I'm so sorry that I have to go so suddenly. I feel really bad about it, but I have to. So, is anybody streaming? Anybody at all? Who's streaming? Who's doing something? Who's streaming? Is anybody doing anything? I have to be fast, so if I can't find somebody, I'm probably just gonna have to end. Is anybody streaming anything? I don't see any at the moment. Okay, y'all, I don't see anybody, and now the thunder just got even louder, so I think I'm just gonna have to go. I did try to look, though, but I couldn't find anybody. I gotta go. Now my stream's not even loading! No! Is Becklyn already live or? Cause I thought I saw her stream, but I don't think she's live yet. I'm back on the stream, but I'm really worried about my computer, so I think I'm just gonna go now. I'm sorry, but thank you for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. I'm gonna leave a pinned comment about the storm, so if anybody was wondering, they can see that, but I gotta go. It's too risky to keep streaming. I love you guys. I will see you next time for the live stream. I have a 6 p.m. stream tomorrow to play Sunhaven if you would like to go to that. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.